Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel, Insights by Mila, where we talk about stuff that matters. Today I want to talk about something that I think I actually never thought of too much. Like I knew it was a good thing to do, but just never really, pondered upon it any deeper. So I don't know about you guys, but I know when I take my kids to the checkups every year, the doctor always asks if we eat family as a dinner, together during dinner. And I say yeah, and I figure it's just a good thing to do. But I recently saw a post that talks about why having dinner together as a family isn't just a nice thing to do, but it's actually really important. And the first big reason why it's important, it's because when we eat together, we learn how to tell our stories and share what's on our minds. And it really becomes like a really great time to get to talk to each other, talk about your day or like what happened. And, it helps everyone to learn how to put, your thoughts into words and share them with each other clearly. All right, so another reason why having dinner together as a family is good is because it gives you the time to really pay attention when someone else is speaking. I don't know about you guys, but more and more every day, people are starting to have conversations like this. And I think it is just really disrespectful to pretty much not give your full attention to the person that is in front of you. It is a reality of life that we live with technology, but this should never be more important than the people in front of you. And I'll say this, it's not just the phone, but it's also these watches. Mine is pretty basic, but there's some more advanced watches that you can look at your full email, you can look at, text messages, reply. And I think there's a time and a place to, embrace technology and then embrace your family. I think ultimately it's one's choice that we need to make consciously and make the effort to say like, no, you know what, this is my dinner time, put the phone away, take off the watch, and you know what, my family matters in this moment. And then once dinner is done, you can re-engage with those activities. You might not like that. A lot of people just like to watch their phone or play games while they're having dinner, but no, we should really be enjoying our meals with our family. And I know life gets busy and we probably get used to eating fast. Like for breakfast, you gotta eat fast because you probably gotta get to work or school. And then for lunch, you get like this 30-minute time to enjoy your meal. So we just kind of get programmed into like this, eat fast mode. But dinner should be a time to slow down and really, taste our food. And, instead of just trying to fill up as fast as possible, we should really be trying to consciously slow down. And I'll say dinner isn't just about what we're eating. It is about interacting. And if you have a family, the way kids interact is different from the way parents interact. And parents should be leading the conversation and trying to engage with their kids by asking questions, being curious about their day, because we are, setting the example and teaching them, about how a good conversation should be and should look like. And if we don't show any interest, then that will really send the wrong message to our kids, which can have a lasting impact in their self-perception growing up. And lastly, one of the most important things about having dinner together is that it creates a sense of belonging. And I will tell you this, having a sense of belonging is a human need. Because back in the old days, if you didn't belong, it meant that you were an outcast. And a lot of times outcasts would not survive. So just keep in mind that we all want to belong. That is a need. And if we don't feel like we belong at home, like where our roots are, then that may show up in other ways outside of our house. And it's just really important for kids to feel like they belong together, that they belong, you're part of a family, that they matter. So if you really want to work on, you know, having a stronger family, then start with having dinner together, having those meals a priority. Like say, we're going to sit down, we're not going to look at our phones or watches, and we're just going to talk. We're just going to, you know, be curious about each other. And I'll tell you one thing, guys, dinner time will not always be easy peasy. There will be days where sometimes dinner just became a wildfire that you're just trying to turn off. Like, yeah, there's days that are harder than others because, you know, it's life. But just kind of always keep in the back of your mind that the reasons why you have dinner and why you value having dinner. And obviously, if you find it challenging, just find support out there. All right, so why don't you let me know in the comments, what is your favorite food to eat for dinner? And then also, if you like this video or found it useful, you know, give it a like. And maybe if you think of a friend that might want to hear this, that they might find useful, share it over with them. And thanks very much for watching. Bye.